So I'm going to be playing this again. Oh no, Mad Commodore, enough already with Risk. Well, you could argue that I should just get on with it and play the damn game now, but it is such an insanely difficult game to land on the stupid landing pads on because of the anti-gravity combined with certain things, boosters, retros and thrusters, that I'm just going to zip through about a week's worth of playing this game back then as a teenager, just to get the exact knowledge I want. So right, I want the damage counter off. Ammo counter, well, that's neither here nor there. But we do want infinite credits. What that means is infinite boffins, parts and blueprints. So there's two things I want to do. I want to know if the shields are actually there forever. So if you put that much insane effort and get the shields, is it then, you know, that the game becomes finally fair? Because at the moment it's about as fair as your average cartridge game, and they weren't fair because they wanted you to get your money's worth. I've messed about with the settings again, didn't I? Oh, bloody hell. Right. Put the old contrast down a bit. Maybe the brightness up a bit. That's going to be a bit tricky though. Ooh. There is a damn. Oh, there it is. Now, see, now we've moved the camera. Yeah, there's no space on the damn table. There's something stopping this going back any further. Right, so. I think that's important to get the brands out there. You've got to get the brands out on the C64, innit? If you can't see the brands on the C64, well, you might as well not be playing on the C64. So, I'm not sure if the camera's still lined up, but this is the first thing I need to know. Right, we're not repairing anything, so... Right, shields. So they're off at the moment. See, you need 8 boffins, which is quite a lot. Hang on, 8, but yeah, 4 parts and a blueprint. The blueprint's not too bad, but 4 sets of parts and 1 blueprint. That is at least 4 successful landings. Maybe 3 if you're really lucky. But so that's a lot of effort to put into the game at the start, because it is really difficult to land the ship with whatever it is that controls the altitude of the ship. So I don't know, we'd have to work out which one of those does that, because it might be you have to put that up to at least level 3 out of 4. So there we go. And we just get on with it. The top of the screen missing there. No, he's a bit cockeyed. Yeah, because the bloody camera's moved, didn't it? We'll line it up with the old Sony logo in it. So, right, okay, let's get the ball rolling. That's filling the screen quite nicely. Yeah, they do. Right, so once you get the shields, there's no damage. Yeah, someone's having sex and it isn't me. I'm guessing that's what happened. See, it takes too long to get your ship back up. So anti-grav is quite an investment in resources. I'm guessing it would be thrusters that control that. So let's go down here and yeah, they don't need any boffins, so thrusters is just parts. And I think one of the first two areas you can go to, if you do successfully land, the parts crate has got 3 parts. So if it is thrusters, let's say you do one run and you sacrifice all the parts from that run, if you can bloody land the thing, because you'll not get parts any other way. Oh, you might get one part from that little pod that's floating about. To test that, I can use this crack of the game, this particular trainer, and just set different options. So I don't know if that's any better actually. That doesn't seem any better to me. Yeah, it takes a lot. Right, so maybe it's boosters we want. Right, okay. So I'm not so much worried about the handling when I'm trying to shoot things. But being able to land, that's important. So I've got a bloody camera in front of me. This is a bit annoying actually. Right, okay, boosters. Maybe it's boosters. So maybe thrusters move. Actually, before I do anything, oh man. Okay, right. I clicked on radar there, which you got on as default, so that's a weird thing to have in there. It's like saying, yeah, anyway. So we got these thrusters. So they don't affect the change in direction, how quickly that occurs. I'm guessing that's retros. So maybe this is actually a bit faster. Should have done 4, so it's obvious. So yeah, we'll go and do that actually. See, the reason I want to get the shield straight away is because when I did the video, I think it was yesterday. There was a certain section where the damage just went down by about 50%, and there was nothing on screen, absolutely nothing. So unless I'm crashing into scenery in the background. Now I did read a comment somewhere that this game is, a shame about the bugs. I haven't found a single trained copy. There's not that many anyway, but I haven't found a single trained copy that says, this has been fixed or that bug has been fixed. So we're a bit fucked there, really. It's a bit like the bugs you get in Elite 128 for the, BBC Master 128. So I'll do the thrusters at max, right. Okay. So, but we do actually know that it's nothing to do with going up, which in effect is countering gravity. Now, anti-grav needs a blueprint. If it weren't for that, if it was just boffins and parts, that's fine. But you need to make 2 successful landings before you can get anti-grav. Now if it turns out you need 4 lots of parts, which you would do to do it just twice, well, let's just do it to the maximum so I can see. No, actually we won't do that. I'll just click on radar again because you already got that. No anti-grav. Yeah, the 2 parts you might be able to pick up from you know, the supply drops that float around, but the blueprint you will need to make a successful landing, and I think it's on the area of the map that I've been on there. So anyway, let's go in there. Yeah, see, the gravity still counts against you. You'll get up the screen faster. So that's interesting. If you land once and if you pick up 1 part on the supply drop, you could get the boosters up to 2 out of 4. So I'd say boosters is the first thing you need. So right, let's see if that actually helps. I'm going to have to clear the aliens in that sector so I can actually go through the tunnel. Yeah, that's what we need to do. So how many aliens? We got 1. Goodbye to you, sir. It's a real piece of shit. It's like trying to do speedboat racing with a Titanic, mate. Oh, that's a bit of a fuck up, isn't it? No, see, you mustn't land on the things too early. So we're going to have to clear another area just to have another go now. Rapid fire to the ready, sir. So the shields are literally forever. Once you put your shields on, it's not like bloody Star Trek, you know, where the shields are buckling and all that bullshit. I mean, if the shield generators are behind the shield, how can they be buckling? What is it they're hitting? Must be a millennial shield with holes up the yin yang, innit? Because we've got unlimited parts on, won't be able to tell what those supply things do. I see. So you can actually stop. Well, come on then, you little dick. Three aliens, I'll just wipe them out. 2 aliens, 1 alien. Can't see. Ah, there we go. There's 1 on the floor there. So that's the thing. Once I'm happy with what I need to do, then I'm going to play a completely uncracked version. So no, it don't really help, does it? Alright, so it does send you down quicker, so you get more time. It's a reaction time to. You need anti-gravity. It's very interesting. Oh shit, we got the old So how much easier do the tunnels get with the anti-grav then? It should really be a test by itself, but you know, realistically, from a parts point of view, if you only manage to land once, and it's critical you land on the grey one, I think it is, that you won't get the blueprints, which means you're a bit fucked. Because boffins and parts, you could fluke and pick them up. Or boffins you always pick up on the surface, so it's very interesting actually. See, there isn't really an ideal version of this game. You either have all the options or you have unlimited damage. And I need just the anti-grav on. And then, you know, but I suppose to be fair, you should be practicing landing. Yeah, the anti-grav is probably more important than the thrusters. Come on in! Let's be having you, mate. I think that's all the grand targets. Just Stormtrooper on the speeder bike. I ram into you, innit? Fucking hell, they don't have to fire off a lot of bullets. That's another thing. Why do they have to fire off so many bullets? Look. Can you see that? That is a bit of bad coding. So, you know, you can lose a hell of a lot of damage. So shields are really important. But to get the shields, you probably need to fluke a blueprint off a landing so you can get the anti-grav. Well, I'm guessing now because there isn't one that will let you land and go through the tunnel regardless of whether you killed all the aliens and have unlimited credits, you know, so you can have anti-grav. That's the problem. There you go. Is it over here or the other way? Yeah, retro's probably change of direction, so no, see, for some reason, why am I doing it like that anyway? Oh bollocks, I just wasted a turn. Why am I going up the top? I don't need to go up the top. There's only 40 aliens here, so so although this is a console quality game, it's not really like it hasn't had enough time spent on it. Probably needed a few more days worth of playtesting, which is a bit of a shame really. No, it just needed a little bit of tweaking really. There's a white thing in the sky there, so alright, it's going that way, so there we go. So I can appreciate you play the game using the you know, the radar screen rather than the main game screen, which is what you do in Sanction anyway, because you can see further ahead on the narrow like top view screen on there. So they've just taken it too far because they've given you a terrible ship just so there's things you can upgrade. And on top of that, they've given you enemies that are basically coded up like bullet hell enemies. And they must be chucking out 10 bullets a second, those little jetpack guys. If they actually fired that many, you know, bullets, whatever, in real life whilst in a jetpack, they'd be thrown off the screen. Just bullshit. So the zip stick does actually allow you to turn off the auto fire by pressing the fire button, see? Very useful. One of the reasons why the zip stick is the, you know, the best of the lot. Well, I can't pick up anymore, I don't think. Oh, no, he's over there now. Why do you keep running away from me? Ah, yeah, because we are full up, yeah, because there's a little F there. I don't know if you can go through the tunnel while there's still a boff in there. wrong one, right. So no matter what happens, I will always think this game is an unfinished masterpiece. It really needs someone to go back and change certain things. Alright, bollocks. That's the other. But that's the point, right? Anti-grav you need. There is no two ways about it, and I think on the first one, they're all on the same level, so you kind of got to time it. So I suppose it's a bit like Elite. You've got to somehow muddle through, do enough of the game so you can get a docking computer. But I think in the case of Elite, on the BBC Micro, it's not a problem. It's only a problem on the C64 because it goes down to like 1 frame per second. It's a bit like trying to play, was it Test Drive 1 or 2, the one that was even slower than the other one. It's kind of like that. It's terrible. It's a terrible idea. There should have been a note in there saying, sorry, docking computer is a standard, because as far as our wireframe coding on the C64 goes, we're a bunch of small cock motherfuckers. I think it's the same here, but not quite. There is an element of that. So yeah. So well, found out something interesting. The shield, although important, you really need the anti-grav to have any chance of consistently landing. So do I need to yeah, I think we need to load a different version, so I think I'll do that another day, but I've got another idea for this anyway.